মিথ্যা পরিচয়। ডক্টর নাইয়া তার এমএসএনটি ডিগ্রি সম্পূর্ণ হয়েছে বলে দাবি করেছেন, যা সম্পূর্ণ মিথ্যা। বেআইনি চিকিৎসা প্র্যাকটিস। ডাক্তার নাইয়া কোনো অনুমতি ছাড়া, যোগ্যতা ছাড়াই বেসরকারি চিকিৎসা চালিয়ে যাচ্ছেন। But how could a man on the street would know that somebody is carrying on practice? এটা রোগীদের জীবন ও স্বাস্থ্যকে ঝুঁকিতে ফেলেছে। কোন রোগী, কে একজন ঝুঁকিতে পড়েছেন? প্রমাণাদি নথি প্রমাণ করে যে হোয়াট আর দ্য নোটিস। একজন চিকিৎসা করে যাচ্ছেন এবং মিডিয়াকে এটি রোগীদের জীবন স্বাস্থ্যকে ঝুঁকিতে, প্রমাণাদি নথি প্রমাণ করে যে তিনি একাধিক স্থানে চিকিৎসা করে যাচ্ছেন এবং সোশ্যাল মিডিয়ায় নিজেকে প্রমোট করেছেন। Where is that document that I have promoted myself in the social media?
This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
The fundamental question which you have raised has not been answered. The FIR as it is does not disclose any cognizable offense. But the gentleman is so much aware of that, what I am doing, I am a PGT student, I am doing this and that. He does not ever mention that he comes to know that Mr. X was treated claiming himself to be a ENT, I mean the MSENT. Not a single thing. Kindly read whatever read it, Lord, I would again say, if this Lord empowers a police to go on roving investigation, and they were making the people to make a statement in support of their case. অভিযোগের মূল বিষয়বস্তু মিথ্যা পরিচয়। ডক্টর নাইয়া তার এমএসএনটি ডিগ্রি সম্পূর্ণ হয়েছে বলে দাবি করেছেন, যা সম্পূর্ণ মিথ্যা। Why did I claim that I am MSNT? তিনি একজন প্রশিক্ষণরত পিজিটি। He comes to know because I am involved in the doctors movement. PGT students are there. Therefore, this has come to his knowledge by this process. বেআইনি চিকিৎসা প্র্যাকটিস। ডাক্তার নাইয়া কোনো অনুমতি ছাড়া, যোগ্যতা ছাড়াই বেসরকারি চিকিৎসা চালিয়ে যাচ্ছেন। But how could a man on the street would know that somebody is carrying on practice in private arena? এটা রোগীদের জীবন ও স্বাস্থ্যকে ঝুঁকিতে ফেলেছে। কোন রোগী, কে একজন ঝুঁকিতে পড়েছেন? প্রমাণাদি নথি প্রমাণ করে যে হোয়াট আর দ্য নোটিস। একজন চিকিৎসা করে যাচ্ছেন এবং মিডিয়াকে এটি রোগীদের জীবন স্বাস্থ্যকে ঝুঁকিতে, প্রমাণাদি নথি প্রমাণ করে যে তিনি একাধিক স্থানে চিকিৎসা করে যাচ্ছেন এবং সোশ্যাল মিডিয়ায় নিজেকে প্রমোট করেছেন। Where is that document that I have promoted myself in the social media? They have procured one advertisement by a organization who had organized a free camp, and I was invited to give the free service. That is also in the social media. Do not take this care. And now get a statement from a person that yes, I have asked him to advertise this. But if the police goes and say, make a statement like this, would anyone have courage in this state at this point of time to say, no, I will not make any statement to your desire? Now, the pertinent question which has been asked by your lordship, what is the authority of the police to start investigation on this complaint? An iota of example, had it been there, that which he knows his friend, he knows his relative who has suffered because of this. Now, after getting this, I say, it's deliberately it was done only to see that he does not remain a part of the doctors' movement. How this gentleman Raju Bokshi, he stays in Shukanto Nagar, knows everything about me and my family and sends police to the Canning, where from I hail.
In criminal jurisprudence, locus cannot be an issue to be discussed, Mulato. There's no question of locus in criminal jurisprudence.
Lord, I again will reiterate that question is probity. Someone is making complaint without being affected by any way, just to get one person harassed by the police because police is my control. And that's the way it is done. My lord would be kind enough not to permit them to carry on an investigation. If anyone is really affected, my lord, they have every right to come, they file an FIR. If somebody comes and say that I have suffered because of his treatment and he claimed that he is MSENT, as of now, they could not find out one individual who has allegedly suffered because of my treatment. And their grievance is why I am taking private practice. And these FIR relates to the statements made by the political leaders that doctors are making private practice and they are not giving their attention to the official duties. This is the reflection of that. This is the creation of this. And none of this section, people also kindly permit me to place the relevant section. None of these sections are invited in this case. Apart from the question that the Supreme Court judgments have nothing to do with these matters, but still, kindly come to Lordship has read it. Section 316. And I am told, my lord, anyway, I don't want to prejudice the court.
No, I have annexed order.
The same IO is involved with the case of Kolotan Dashgupta. Same IO.
I have annexed that order.
The same.
Now, my lord, yes. 316, my lord, Lordship has read it. I don't want to waste time. There is no question, nothing relates to criminal breach of trust. Then kindly come to my lord 318, cheating. Whoever by deceiving any person, who has been deceived, has come somebody discomfort. What was fraudulently dishonestly induces the person so deceived to deliver any property to any person or to consent that any person shall retain any property. But why is the question of any property? Where somebody comes to me for legal advice, he feels that my advice was wrong, but he can also go and complain. But Z will come and say, no, I know, he and so, being a claiming to be a senior advocate and advised me, that was criminal offense. And police will go, raid my house. And then again, boldly says, kindly give us time, we shall go, search, we shall create evidence.
Anyway, that's a final argument case applicable.
No, never at this stage, the preliminary stage, Lordship would be kind enough to stay the entire proceedings. The FIR would not be able to stand the scrutiny of the court, it has to be quashed. None of these offences which is made in the FIR has been made out by this complaint. And these judgments which you have cited with deepest of respect to understand, in those cases the court records a credible FIR has been lodged. Therefore, being a credible FIR of corruption, the department comes forward to file an FIR, that does not vitiate because of not having preliminary inquiry. All three judgments based on that. But here, my case, the FIR, alleged FIR does not disclose any offense. And on the basis of this, the harassment is going on. We'll kindly consider this aspect. Suddenly raises and seizes entire thing from my native place where I stay. What has been seized? Kindly see, Lordship was asking this question, page 89. What have they seized from my house? What prompted them to send such a big police force to the Canning from Kolkata? It reflects the malafide intention. Kindly turn to page 89. This is the seizure that they have made.
89 of your...
Of the petition behind my back. And where? Date and time of seizure on 16th of January. And the so-called complaint is made on 9th of January. Place of seizure, house of Dr. Asfakul Nayyar, so-and-so, PS, Harut Point, Coastal, District of Baganas.
Even prior to serving notice on me.
From whom seized, as produced by Owaila Nayyar, so-and-so, 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 the brother of the petitioner.
Illiterate family members.
What are the seized? One photocopy, attempt certificate in the name of Dr. Asfakul Nayyar, issued by Calcutta National Medical College. Therefore, this is a document issued by the government itself. One photocopy of order in the name of medical graduate Dr. Asfakul Nayyar, having memo number such as issued by the medical superintendent cum principal Calcutta National Medical College. One photocopy of order in the name of medical graduate so-and-so, so-and-so, issued by the medical superintendent. These are all official documents issued by the authorities.
This was not handed over to us.
No. This was seized. And then next page. One photocopy of annexure A memo to such and such, having page number 87. One original income cum residential certificate. These are the seizures. Suddenly, this seizure is made without giving any notice to me, following the principles of section 41 of the earlier code. Now, after doing this, they issue notice to me. But in this background, one must most humbly I would submit, my lord, will not allow. This would lead us to the police state.
They also read in Tiljala where I was resigned 2 years back.
And I am told they also had raided at the place in Tiljala where
On rent.
used to reside 2 years back as a tenant. Everyone they want to create a panic in the society. But these are my humble submission at this interlocutory stage. If your lordship decides to hear the matter finally, that may also be done any date. But they should not be allowed to continue with any investigation in further on the basis of this complaint. But if I have done something, the avenues are open. One affected party may come, they can gather one affected party and get a complaint. Let us see how far sincere are they. That as we have got one affected person.
I stood up only with regard to this affected person, Manohar Lal. I have not brought that judgment. Yes. This is 2001, volume 5, SCC. If I may read one paragraph for everyone's convenience, I may be absolutely wrong in applying this, that before adverting to the matter in issue and the rival contention advance, one redeeming feature ought to be noticed here pertaining to criminal jurisprudence. To pursue an offender in the event of commission of an offence is to subserve a social need. Society cannot afford to have a criminal escape his liability, since that would bring about a state of social pollution, which is neither desired nor warranted, and this is irrespective of the concept of locus. The doctrine of locus standi is totally foreign to criminal jurisdiction. This observation of ours, however, obtains support from the decision of this court in A.R. Anthule versus so-and-so. They were repeatedly saying that let the patient come, then the complaint should be registered. Locus has no role to play in criminal jurisprudence.
Probably I am misunderstood. I haven't said that to file a FIR, somebody has to be directly affected. But some material that I have found, one gentleman, he has been affected by his treatment. That's true. If tomorrow I go and say, I'm Shishan, the police will come and...
No, but if you say you're Shishan on the doctorate, then police may come out.
Energy gather
Petitioner has challenged the continuance of Electronic Complex Police Station, case number 9/25 dated 9/1/2025, which was registered on the basis of a complaint of one Raju Bokshi. The complainant Raju Bokshi, the complaint of the informant Raju Bokshi, informed the inspector in charge Electronic Complex Police Station that he is a citizen of West Bengal and he intends to lodge a complaint in respect of serious accusations against Dr. Asfakullah Naiya, registration number registration number 8266688 এটা ব্র্যাকেটে আছে. According to the informant, the accused happens to be MBBS graduate, but presently he is a trainee MS bracket ENT, and in spite of that, he has been falsely presenting himself as MS ENT for a considerable period of time and carrying out his services as a medical practitioner. The second part of the complaint relate to separate serial numbers with subheadings. The first being false identity being presented by Dr. Naya as he has presented himself represented himself as MS ENT, although he is a student of MS ENT. The second issue regarding illegally carrying out his medical practice without any permission and authority as a private medical practitioner, which according to the complainant may jeopardize or jeopardize the health and life of the patients at stake. Thirdly, the accused had been practicing at different places would be evident by the manner in which he has been promoting at different social media sites. Fourthly, the act of the accused as a medical practitioner will destroy the confidence of the general public in respect of doctors. As such, the complainant or the informant prayed before the inspector in charge of the concerned police station that the license of the petitioner as a medical practitioner be suspended and he may be punished for creating an example. Good stuff. Mr. Bhattacharya, learned senior advocate appearing for the petitioner, submitted that the allegations made in the FIR fails to make out any offense in respect of any of the provisions under which the case has been registered and submits that the petitioner having led the protest in respect of Arjikar Hospital movement for improving medical facilities, addressing grievances of healthcare professionals and raising public awareness about issues in the healthcare sector, which gained momentum after the incident of ghastly rape and murder of a junior doctor at the hospital was a cause for the state to initiate such proceedings. On the ground referred to in subclause 7, subclause 7 of paragraph subpara 7 of paragraph 102 of State of Haryana and Bhajanlal, that where a criminal proceeding is manifestly attended with malafide and or where the proceeding is maliciously instituted with an ulterior motive for wreaking vengeance on the accused and with a view to spite him due to private and personal grudge. The proceedings have been commenced so far as the present petitioner is concerned. Obviously, the same is subject to further scrutiny at the time of final hearing of the case. At this stage, I do not find any materials which would attach culpability for continuation of investigation. Further, the initiation of the investigation was on questionable grounds. Accordingly, all further proceedings in connection on with electronic complex PS case number 9 of 2025, dated 9/1/2025, is stayed for a period of 6 weeks. State is directed to file affidavit in opposition within a period of 3 weeks. Affidavit in reply, if any, be filed 1 week thereafter. List the petition under the heading hearing 3-1-4 5 সপ্তাহ মাথায় 3 মানে হচ্ছে আজকে কত তারিখ? 1-2-3-4 on 21st of February 2025.